mines since the lanes haven't really pushed up this yet. But yeah, already Arkangel having the right mindset. They're trying to go to and hit their mid game spike as much as possible. Over the bottom lane, there was a bit of a scuffle, but no follow throughs here. But over here in the top lane, JP being spotted here by EJ, and JP's going to be able to escape.
Yeah, that's looking like Akai. That's gripped. He is looking to be chased. All his tankiness might mean nothing, but it might mean something now as Panda actually falls in response. That's a nice turnaround kill. Arkangel getting a little bit too greedy this time around. Trying to take down that tank who, that guy is, that's not an easy thing to do by any means, no matter what situation.
That is really not an easy way to go about this, but okay. 1 minute into the game, going into the 2-minute mark, Aether already slightly edging with in terms of the gold advantage, 200 gold advantage, and slowly rising just because Aether is able to secure that kill and able to secure objectives as well. But Changu though, very low on HP here. This is a 3-man gang squad here by Wicked Minds, and Rio is actually going to dive in that turret. Aggro is going to be way too much for him. He's going to be able to survive without a shadow of a doubt. No connections there, but LeBron cleans it out. And it's still going to go on. This couple is not going to end anytime soon as Jay falls down by the hands of LeBron on that Harley.
Nice, clean engage there. Aether winning these team fights, winning these skirmishes again and again. Really not letting Arkangel get those win conditions in his favor. I mean, we're talking about how Arkangel needs to get an early shutdown, but it seems like Aether is doing it the other way around. They're the ones putting Arkangel on their heads.
Yeah, just like what we mentioned in the draft earlier, Aether can scale really well.
Oh, and again, it's the dives that really... Arkangel need to start picking their fights even like much better than this, because they're losing 1v1s. They're losing these fights that they try to pick. I think they're trying a little bit too hard to shut down Aether.
Yeah, they really are.
Look at this. JP, he might get punished for this. Harley's already there, ready for the punish.
That was a bad trade on the HPs. Didn't get Harley at all, and then got a huge...
On the plus side, they might get Turtle, but that's just a consolation prize at this point here.
Yeah, at least you were able to get the Turtle. Your 400 gold lead here by Aether. At least they're still pretty much in the game. Just don't give away those early kills. That's just like what we saw earlier on.
Yeah, Lancelot though, trying to farm up. He needs to get fed. This Lancelot to me is going to be the focal point for this game. I think the damage output of Lancelot has to be the one to clear out the tanks in order for Gusion to be able to make any plays. But hold on, I think my screen just... No? Okay, we're back.
Yeah, we're still in the game here. And just like what we said in the draft earlier, Aether can scale real well in the early game. Going into the late game, let's hold that thought though. Wicked Minds looking for a kill there on the bottom lane, but Panda, I think he's going to be almost paid the price for that. Rio is actually diving really deep into this Aether territory, and that will secure them a kill onto Kenji on that quad.
Finally, looking a little bit sloppy on that dive there, but Arkangel managing to somehow pull it through. Trying to get that trade Aether onto JP, not going to happen this time because of the mobility of this Lancelot. Somehow managed to get away, but they're going to trade tower for tower in the end. But in the end, no kills going out there for the side of Aether. That's a little bit of good news for Arkangel, who actually has swung in the lead in terms of the gold advantage here.
Look at this, they're immediately going in for the mid tier 1 turret. And I think Aether is slowly getting on back foot here. They're not, at least they were able to get the top lane free because the turtle is going to be spawning there on the top side, and they're eyeing out the middle turret as well.
Now this is the second turret for the side of Aether if they capture it. Yes, they in fact will take the turret down. Good on them, but look at this sword hiding in the bush. If they, oh no, he might get, yeah, he has to run. There's no way that he can pick off that Akai right there with the rest of his teammates backing him up, but it looks like Gronk, that's Jay. He's going to get stunned up, could pay the price. He's got a lot of tankiness, but the backup is here. He will drop eventually, though. Yeah, he's not enough tankiness to survive against 3 players. Gusion, though, getting a trade onto that Harley, and that's what we mentioned. Him trying to just pick the right engagements, trying to get the right picks at the right time, going up against this...
Double kill!
Going up against this Akai, getting the pick successfully, and as we mentioned, this Gusion has to play smart, and I think he's doing that successfully now.
The lead is now swinging towards...
Oh, but look, Gusion goes back in!
Killing spree!
And he gets that kill even though he's dropping so low. Kagura tries to get him, but if Rio gets her skills off,
Yin Yang overturn.
but auto attack stylishly finishing off that Rio who gets that triple kill, and that's the shutdown goal going to the favor of Ether Main this time.
Now seemingly no one has the lead here. I mean, Arkangel on paper has the lead in terms of gold, but in terms of just morale, Arkangel is feeling it right now. Able to secure consecutive kills against Aether Main, ties up the gold lead.
Yeah, but it's not gonna matter to me, honestly, if Arkangel do not start to end this as soon as possible. They need to start shutting Ether Main down quickly, because as you mentioned, the power spikes and the timings here for Arkangel, it's not going to go well all the way until the late game. Sure, you have that Lancelot, but I mean, the rest of the team not so going to be so happy going into that late game.
Yeah, and Aether Main is slowly building up their spikes here in the game. They are eyeing up this bottom lane here, and there is a rotation here from Arkangel, but no kills as of late. Jay trying to look for a bit of CC there, and I think this is going to be a dive here over at top lane. Kenji is going to be able to out micro Exort there, almost dies, and he's going to pay the price for that. And there is going to be a rotation here by Aether Main, finally securing the kill onto that Hellcurt, and everyone else is just posting up here over the top side near the Lord.
That's a nice response from both teams. 1-1 was the trade-off. Arkangel leading by only one tower. So the goal is now starting to swing Ether Main side. This game is just back and forth. It's honestly quite a brawl, and we have no idea where this is going to go unless one team starts to break free. And Tamago looking like he wants to be the leader of that charge, diving in, but it's going to be punished. So much damage coming out here, but no matter how tanky your horse is, you can't go up against two players on your own.
Yeah, Hylos won't be able to provide the burst damage there. On the flip side, though, Exort is slowly building up his repertoire as a split push here on that Hellcurt. He's making sure he's shoving up the lane so that he can build up space for his team, but I don't think this is going to be the game for the Aether Main once here over the top lane.
Yeah, Arkangel are happy to just let this go, just to sort of clear the waves. In fact, I think their goal is to try to push out bottom lane and try to get the tower in response to this one that they're trying to push right now. No people coming in. Lancelot is in the flank, so he could get a sneaky kill actually going in. Does a lot of damage, very hefty right now, and JP being a star, charging in, getting Kachangling.
Initiate retreat.
LeBron very, very low, but now it looks like they're going to punish onto him. The rest of the players of Ether Main are actually split up. Some of them, Claude is in the bottom lane. Meanwhile, look at where Gushan is while Panda falls. They've actually gotten a tier 2 tower, so that's not a bad trade at all. One death for a tier 2 tower. They're going to be happy with that exchange any day.
We really are going to be happy with that. And they're slowly peeling away objectives here onto their favor, and it's really starting to show here for Arkangel Wicked Minds. They're slowly scaling really well going into the late game, but Aether Main, though, they still have that mid-game and late-game spike that they can rely on, especially considering the fact that the Lord is still up. A fight here can turn the tides of the battle.
I think that exchange was pretty much balanced. I mean, thinking about the fact that they did get a kill Ether Main, that's going to help them boost it more into the late game as it comes. But the objective game is what Arkangel is going for, so a little bit of a win-win here. But what might not be a win-win is that Divine Judgment onto Tamaga, on EJ, who gets pulled in. Now it's Kenji, who's looking like he's in trouble. They're trying to get into him, but it doesn't look like it's going to be the case this time around. Rio looking like he's going to be dropping, but going back into the fight, actually gets the kill. And that's going to be a clean 2-0 in the bottom lane. However, that's a trade kill onto that split pusher, but will it matter? They're finally going to secure that top tier 1 tower.
Yeah, top tier 1 tower is down. They can go for a Lord Taker if they want. It's the Lord's going to be pretty much paper here. In comparison to this Arkangel gang squad here over the
but
top
they're
lane,
not
that's gonna be
stopping.
tier
It's
2.
really objective based here for Arkangel, and that's really the way to go. They know that they have to start shutting this down, and that's really what's happening. But Rio versus LeBron, who's going to win? Who's going to duke it out? They're not going to commit, and Rio gets away, probably realizing that he cannot take on this Harley 1v1.
Those 1v1 fights, those small skirmishes that we're seeing, is something that they really don't want to commit into. If they want to go for a fight, go for the big 5v5 fights in order for you guys to swing the tide. Speaking of tide swinging, Aether Main had the lead in terms
I
of
thought
gold.
you were about to say, speaking of tide, kill 99% of germs.
I think that's so. Not that type of soap.
Not that
but
type of soap. Oh yeah, that's a
but-
different type of soap. But in any case, cleaning up the jungle right now is Crypt getting that kill onto Gush, and Rio falls as well. That's going to be a second kill. Nice response there. And they're going to be falling back happy with that exchange.
Yeah, Arkangel just securing objectives left and right, and then making sure that they have the gold lead. JP going one-on-one here against EJ. Panda's going to be there. Divine Judgment is up. Can't be used, but no, EJ's going to be able to come out of that relatively unscathed, but this Milter is going to fall down. And I think this is going to be another engagement here. Arkangel is going to force this fight. That wall off is going to prevent Chango from going back to the game as much as possible, but it's going to be a disengage here.
That damage done onto Exort forces him to fall back. Zoned out completely, unable to get that team fight in, unable to get that engagement, which they so desperately want. So that's what Arkangel wants. They want to get into that fight, but Kenji taking a little bit of time trying to get this last kill. Finally, will be able to get it.
This is what I like about Claude, just able to steal the attack speed from anybody.
Yeah.
And that's gonna scale really well in the late game. And speaking of which, there is going to be an engagement here, and Kenji is gonna go for an engage. He's gonna fall back. He's
Divine
gonna get
Judgment will get pulled in.
Dark Knight Falls is gonna be popped here, and they are gonna go for the kills here. Tamago Crypt is gonna fall dangerously low, but Chango will be the MVP there in that fight, and they are forcing Arkangel back, and they are overstaying their welcome. Actually, Arkangel can still fight back here, but EJ is just consistently bringing the pain.
Arkangel dropping like flies here as they are pushed by that horsey man. Horsey man.
High loss horsey man.
High loss, the horsey man. Cannot get back into the fight as they are dropped super low. Now this should be potentially 2 towers. And look at that, JP doing so much damage. Somehow still gets the kill, and that could force them back. They're not relenting though. They want at least 1, and I think they're going to get it right now. JP unfortunately missing that combo. They will lose 1 tower. And that's barely 1 HP on that last inhibitor turret.
Yeah, and that top turret as well as dropping dangerously low, but the lanes are not shoved here. This is favorite.
This is where the tides are starting to turn. This is the mid-game, late-game sort of scenario right now, where if they, other main, they are starting to come back into this, and Arkangel, their chance to win this match, they're taking time bomb. They need to get into this because more and more, you're going to see other mains start to dominate.
A Lord take might be the difference here, but that face check is going to be detrimental for EJ. I think he's going to be able to escape here as his teammates are actually going to be there to back him up. Crypt is going to get wall blocked, but no follow-throughs here at all. They're just going to disengage because Arkangel knows if they lose 1 guy, 1 or 2,
it could be all over. Yeah, they don't have any. They have inhibitor turrets down. One's going to drop shortly, and that's going to be a free tower as well. It's going to be the last siege, and it's Helm's Deep here for Arkangel. They have to hold the line.
The line is being held really well, not even, because the Dark Knight Falls is going to be popped. They're going to look for a counter engagement here.
Last chance here, but oh my god, that damage onto Exort forces him to fall back, and that's the re-engagement coming out from Aether main. They know that they have a chance here, but they're happy to disengage once again, because Arkangel are looking for a fight, but Aether main are just looking to bleed them out.
Yeah, super minions are now spawning in the mid lane and in the bottom lane. It's gonna apply a lot of pressure on the side of Arkangel Wicked Minds. The Lord has not been taken. It's interesting to note that because the Lord is gonna be an added pushing power or defensive push as well.
I think Arkangel should, if they want to go for a fight, they should position around Lord and try to get a fight in. Try to maybe bait out the members of Aether main. But I mean, this is still a doable fight for them. But because if they keep staying in their base and staying there, they're gonna get locked out. But it looks like Aether main is the ones who's looking to get that bait in. Trying to check for Arkangel now. No one seems to be falling for that trap. Akai will run into Gronk though. I don't think he's gonna mind too much.
Yeah. And what do you get when you have 2 rocks facing off against each other? 2 rocks.
Quarry.
Yes.
Basically.
A rock mine.
A rock mine. But can you smell what they're cooking?
Well, of course, we can smell what they're cooking because Aether main is trying to cook up a victory here. But Arkangel is not looking really solid here.
Oh, they're going to lose this tower because Gushin and the rest of the team was too far gone. But now it's going to be the re-engagement. It's Akai who's going to be dropping to half HP. Panda's been getting ticked down as well, and they're going to be starting to chase. But look at that damage. Holy moly, the drop is so immediate. J falls as well. JP looks like he's going to be next. It's going to be a 3rd kill. That's going to be 4th. Rio all alone. Oh, and I think he's going to be stunned up here. There's nowhere that he can go. That's going to be pretty much the end of the game here. GG, Aether main taking this cleanly against Arkangel. We saw it coming, and and that's going to be the first game in the series. Ethermain clinching it out against Arkangel.
1-0 is the scoreline. Aethermain just looking, almost looking like they were in the back foot, but as soon as a mid-game, late-game spike hit them, it's all downhill from there. And if you have a look at the scoreboard here, MVP is going to be Crypt on that high 1-1 and well, a lot of assists, almost all.
And the Lancelot, actually, that's JP. He did phenomenal this game. We talked about him being the crucial point of the map, and really a lot of that game rested on the shoulders of that Lancelot to be able to do that damage, to be able to get